Mr. Chilcote, I don't know what you're doing, but that's causing a terrible feedback or something.
It could be the wind rolling through the windows, Your Honor. Is that better?
Okay. Yeah. Give me
Yeah,
a
I had to
minute.
have been the wind.
I gotta get things set up. Takes a minute to get everything set up according to the Supreme Court directives. All right, we've got Deborah Davis and Shauna. Shauna. All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is an unscheduled matter that we've scheduled. It's in the matter of People versus Jonathan Dean Chilcote. The file number is 202761. Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Your attorney, Mr. Tim George, is here, and prosecutor Deborah Davis is here, and the complaining witness, Shanna Calhoun, is present. In this case, you're charged with domestic violence second offense. It's alleged that on or about last December 11th, that you assaulted Shanna Calhoun, and you had a previous conviction somewhere, I think Branch County, making it a one-year misdemeanor. The matter was placed on our jury trial calendar, where we're attempting to someday start doing jury trials again. Apparently it was going to be set for some sort of pretrial motion, but that didn't happen. So I got an email today asking if we could schedule the matter today for a plea. What's the premise here, Mr. George?
Your Honor, in speaking with the prosecutor, my client's going to enter a plea to disturbing the peace with a fines and costs recommendation.
Ms. Davis, you confirm that?
That's correct, Your Honor. The victim has been in contact with our victim services and has discussed these matters, and it's my understanding that she is in agreement with that, and I'm glad that she is here today so that she can speak to the court if she so chooses, but we are not seeking anything as far as jail time, and we leave it to the court's discretion.
Ms. Calhoun, the prosecutor has offered to dismiss the charge of domestic violence second offense, that's punishable by up to a year in jail, for a plea to the misdemeanor charge of disturbing the peace. Now, Mr. Chilcote, let me explain that. Disturbing the peace is a misdemeanor, what I used to call an old-fashioned simple misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100. It doesn't matter who was right or wrong or who started it. Was there a quarrel, argument, or disturbance in a public place? Are you going to plead to that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the plea agreement here, did anyone promise you anything to get you to plead to this charge
No, Your Honor.
or threaten you?
No, sir.
Do you understand that if you plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will be no trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If there was a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. Mr. George has been appointed to represent you. You could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wished. If you had a trial, you'd have the right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. If you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you, and you have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Understand all that?
Yes, sir.
All right, I read all that on a coffee mug somewhere, but no, that's what the court require me to disclose. Well, let's talk about this. This happened last December in Sturgis Township. According to the bond information report, neighbors called, I think this was at Memory Lane Mobile Home Park, about some girl getting pulled out of the car and some sort of struggle. Did you and Shauna get into some sort of argument at your trailer park?
Yeah, there's a dispute.
What was it about?
Shanna was trying to keep her mother and the two babies from pulling out of the driveway so the girls could go to school. And I was trying to get Shanna to go into the house.
Who were they, your girls or hers?
They're Noel's children. I've been with Noel for 3.5, going on 4 years now.
All right, and Shanna is your...
One of her girls.
All right, Shanna is Noel's daughter.
Correct.
So this is your girlfriend's daughter.
Correct.
All right, now who's still in lot 79?
Nobody is. I've
So,
got a
you're
new
living
residence.
in Branch County?
Correct.
All right. Mr. George, this does sound like a sort of a family dispute out in the parking lot, which is the essence of disturbing the peace. Is there anything else you want me to know?
Yes, Your Honor. I think, John's taken the matter seriously. He's been in contact with my office constantly since I was first appointed. This was he took the bond condition seriously. He was working in Grand Rapids while this was going on and was driving up to Grand Rapids and living out of his car during the week. And they would make arrangements when Shanna was with her dad so that he and Noel could see each other. So I know that he's itching to get this behind them so that they could all kind of move forward as a family. And just so the court knows, CPS was called to the scene. They did an investigation and cleared both parents of anything. So I appreciate the prosecutor's recommendation here. I think it's fair. I think it's appropriate, and we would ask the court to follow it.
Anything else, Ms. Davis?
I'd like to give Shanna the option to speak before I do, if that's okay.
Shanna, is there anything you want to tell me?
Do you want to tell them something? Or? Well, then tell them.
No, not really.
Do you have any objection to Jonathan coming back into the home?
He wants to know if you have an objection to John coming back to the home.
No, I don't think that.
You gotta talk to him.
No, to be honest, it don't really matter if he comes back to me.
All right, Deborah?
Well, I mean, obviously, we made the offer and are recommending fines and costs. I do just want to make it clear, just so that Shanna is aware too, that this is a difficult situation, and she was only 16 when this incident occurred, And it has caused a lot of turmoil between the family. We had the aunt calling here, worrying about Shanna, and mom calling, wanting the no contact lifted since, gosh, I think it's been since December. She's been calling fairly regularly. So I know that it has been a strain on the family, which is really unfair to Shanna. And I don't want the mom and Mr. Chilcote to have any ill will toward her about this. It was a situation that is certainly unfortunate, and hopefully everybody has learned from it, and hope that the family, if they are going to be back together in the same home, that there is no further conflict like they've had. Thank you.
Shanna, hold on for a minute. Just put the candy down. We'll finish this hearing in just a very few minutes here. All right, I'm going to sentence the defendant to 1 day in jail, credit 1 day. A $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, and a $150 attorney fee. That's $350 fines and costs. Mr. Chilcote, how long will it take you to pay that?
Honestly, could I get like at least 60 days on that?
Yeah, that's fine. How about the end of July, July 31? I do realize all the money I take from you is money I'm taking away from your family, but the fine's only $75. The rest of it is stuff that's required. If you need more time, contact the court. Prosecutor's not asking for any additional jail time. Now, this is something Noel, Shanna, and Jonathan all need to understand. The no contact provision is lifted. You're no longer on bond. You're free to go out to dinner, go to a park. You're free to move into the same house. The matter is completed, and there's no further bond restriction prohibiting contact, which I think is what everybody was looking for. So,
Yeah,
Shanna,
that's the goal here today.
all right, thank you. I'm glad we were able to resolve this. All right, Mr. Chilcote, you're good to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have a good day.
All right.
Thank you, Tim.
Let's do by
Good luck,
July. All right, I'm glad we were able to resolve that. I'll stop our live feed.